So whatever they did while we were reading Empire Storms. So they cross-matched. So it's like Empire Storms and Tower of Dawn are the same story, but different sides. Hopefully you guys got that. Hey guys, Dora here, and today I'm doing currently reading / October TBR. I've been in a massive reading slump, so I have not been reading a lot, but I am making it my mission to get out of that slumpy mood. For the month of September, I finished 2 books. Instead of doing a monthly wrap-up, I will be doing a books I've read kind of video for every 5 to 6 books I read. Let's start with the books that I'm currently reading that I want to finish off this month. For some, I'm at the very beginning. I'm less than 100 pages in. For others, I'm 100 to almost halfway done with them. I'm going to start with the book that I'm halfway through, and that is Save the Date by Morgan Matson. I'm 249 pages into this book. Goodreads says I'm about 55% done with this book, so I am going to finish it. I just don't know when. I really love Morgan, and you guys don't need me to rave about since you've been gone anymore, but reading this book has been part of what's been putting me in a slumpy mood. Most of the things that are happening have no way of ever occurring, and I get it. Morgan probably did it for the humor, but that is part of what's throwing me off also with this book. So hopefully for the month of October I get some energy and I finish it. Book number 2 that I'm currently reading is Empire Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is part of the Throne of Glass read-along that Rebecca and the Books is hosting, and from the chat I can tell you that we are very behind. I mean, we're all adults, we have jobs, we have schools, it's just we're all busy. I am about 200 pages into Empire of Storms. I am loving all my Elide and Lorcan chapters, just to let you know. And the last book that I'm currently reading is Grim Lovelyrs by Megan Shepherd. Megan Shepherd is the author of the Madman's Daughter trilogy, and I have not read that trilogy, but I've heard fantastic things about it. I'm 66 pages in. It is an arc. I got this arc via work. You know what? I think I'm just gonna tell you guys where I work, because I have been planning on doing a coffee chat or a video update, and it's never gonna happen, but I'm gonna tell you right now where it is that I work. Remember a few weeks ago I told you guys I had an interview, and then a few weeks after that I let you guys know that I was in the second stage of that job interview? Well, guess what? Your girl got the job, and I'm currently working at Barnes & Noble, and one of the perks of working there is that they get arcs for us to read, and then when the book comes out we can recommend them and be hyping them up. This is a fantasy novel, so the main character's original form is an animal, but she was cursed to be human. I feel like it could be an inverted version of the Swan Princess retelling. Don't quote me on that. And the term that they use for that is beasties. Beasties are animals who were cursed into being human, and something about pelts. A few thoughts on this is that it's okay, and you don't get a firm definition of what a beastie is until like maybe 50 pages in. For the first 50 pages, I was so confused. I was like, okay, what is going on? It had a really good action scene that was very gripping, but as far as that action scene, the rest of the story has been So this book actually comes out October 2nd, and I'm filming this the 29th of September, so I want to finish it before the 2nd so I can make a review video on it or a book talk for you guys. Now to the books I want to read for October. Now October is the whole spooky month where you're supposed to read spooky books and scary books, but one of the books I want to read for the spooky month of October is House of Furies by Madeline Rowe, and she is, I believe, the author of the Asylum series. Again, I have not read that series, but I've heard that it's very good and it's very spooky. I bought this book in October of last year. I do not know much about it other than it's supposed to be a spooky, scary book. And the last book I want to read for the spooky genre is Cuckoo Song by Frances Hardage. I want to say Hardage or Harding. Now, I bought this book in October of 2015, so I've had it for a couple of years now. When I first bought this book and I put it on my bookshelf, I had the face for the front, and then afterwards I decided to turn it around because even with the lights off, you could see the green of the eyes. And it was freaking me out because all I could see were the bright greenish of the eyes, and I was like, oh my gosh, someone's looking at me. So it freaked me out enough to have it like this on my bookshelf. This is just your basic story of a girl who has a possessed doll. and that's all I know about it. I believe it's like 400 pages. Oh, and it's still bookmarked at the place where I last read it because I started reading it when I first got it, and then I just never read it. But hopefully I get to it and I finish it for the month of October. Now on to the unspooky books. And the first one is, hopefully, because when I finish Empire of Storms, is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. This is the only book I have not read in the series, and I want to read it and finish it for the month of October, so I'm ready to start Kingdom of Ash as soon as I have the book in my hands. And this book just follows Kale and Nezrin's adventures during Empire Storms. So there's just nothing much for me to say about this. So next book. This next book is supposed to be out October 9th, the day before my birthday, and it is very popular, and I know everybody wanted their hands on an ARC, and I remember walking into the break room, seeing the ARC, and being like, this book is mine, no one can have it. And the book is What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. I didn't much care for Becky's writing, but I loved her Simon story. I'm grateful that she wrote it because it's just totally fantastic. And for Adam, the only book I've ever read is History Is All You Left Me, and that one broke my heart into thousands of pieces and still being taped back together. So it looks like this story is about two boys named Arthur and Ben who do not know if the universe is working against them or for them because they've tried to do their first date 3 times and everything goes horribly wrong apparently. That is what I've gotten from what I've read on the back. This sounds like it's going to be a very cute romantic story and I can't wait to read it. I read the first 2 chapters of it when I first got it and it was fantastic. I already feel like this is gonna be like in the #1 spot for weeks. And earlier today, while I was scrolling through Facebook, I read an article that the book isn't even out and it's already been auctioned for a movie, or the rights have already been bought for a movie. So everything's just coming into place and I feel like it's going to be worth the hype because the first 2 chapters that I read were fantastic. So yeah, those are all the books I'm currently reading / all the books I want to read for October / finish in October. Let me know down in the comments below which book is your most anticipated release for the month of October. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you want to see more of my face, and I'll see you in my next video.